Surrounding you is magnetic. Your energy is electric. You're from a different planet. Supernatural. I swear you're wearing a halo. Your sex appeal is magnetic. You're from a different planet. You're from a different planet. You're from a different planet.
Hey, let's try that again with the mic on. Hey, what's up? This is the Disco Elysium I from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube, aka Game Logic on Twitch, back with another episode of the Master Plan Narratives. The Master Plan Narratives is my mini-series of live streams and Let's Plays focused on games in the RPG genre, role-playing games. Tonight, we're going to be getting things a little bit sweaty, playing some Disco Elysium. We say getting a little bit sweaty just because it's the shtick. We're actually going to be chilling like a villain tonight because this game is totally chill. It's all text pretty much. I mean, it's got great graphics fidelity and an artistic style, but this is not a shooty pew pew type of game. So trying to figure out where I left off. So let's check the notebook. I wish I could report my badge missing. You could use the radio in his motor car to call your station. But through multiple instances of conversing with Kutaragi, I have not gotten him to give up the ghost on using his radio. And I always forget to read the text in here, because pretty much that's all there is to do in the game. There's a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. So what should I concentrate on? Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? I'm hoping this leads to me being able to use his radio so I can report my badge. New task, end of the day debrief with Kim. Fine, we should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 2100. If you're having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Fine. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is the relief. Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench. It's supposed to be about his drinking problem. Thank you, oh wise man. Lieutenant blinks, his mouth slightly open and his body motionless. A microsecond passes. New task, call your station's Lazarus. Excuse me, I was lecturing you. I shouldn't have. You should consult a medical professional if you feel that you need help. You can use the radio in my Kanema. to call your station's Lazarus. Now, this is the first instance where I feel like a repetitious answer might be the way forward. Now I'm stuck in a loop. There's a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Really, the lieutenant gives you a look, thorough as if performing triage. You look fine to me. I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. The psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. A little extra. Okay then. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief. In the same loop, your heart beats twice. Try to think you a wise man again. He says the lecturing thing. So I tried the, remember anything. We'll see if this... A moment passes, the lieutenant glances at his sports watch on his wrist. So I really want to get to using the radio in his car. You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? Brief, yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the whirling in rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During the time the victim had been stripped of his belongings, the caller did not identify him but used the word lynching. There was an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Now, I know one of my tasks is to find out who called it in, so why didn't we know anything about the caller? They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Oh, it's curious, why would a person call in on a voice box? Why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez now. It appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. I'm going to say, actually, I have all I need for now. Good, the lieutenant nods. I'll say, you seem to be following me. Excuse me? Let's go. Beat it, you're cramping my style. Frankly, detective, you're in a deranged state. I can't let you proceed without close supervision. In fact, under normal circumstances, I'd be duty-bound to report you. Take it as a token of good faith between our precincts that I haven't done so. I know what the RCM is, that's good. I know what the RCM is, that's good. What if I need some me time? Some you time? The lieutenant considers this a moment. This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You still have your evenings to yourself. On second thought, maybe I need someone to cramp my style every now and then. You might, he nods. It's important not to let one's style interfere with their work. I'm saying nothing, leave. End of day debrief with Kim. Call your station's Lazarus. Kim suggested you call the station Lazarus in order to sort out your health issues. You can use his motor carriage to make the call, although you don't feel helpful. Yeah, but I don't know where his motor carriage is. This, Kuno, pile of eternity, footprints in the dust, Tamaleum, Kutsuragi, broken window. I'm going to talk to him again. See, I want to talk about you. What about me? Do you ever talk with yourself? What do you mean? You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. So how do you, I don't know. Let's see. So how do you tap the side of your head? What, think? Well, I do most of my work inside my notebook. The lieutenant produces a small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special. You're wearing glasses. That's correct. That makes him a binoclard, completely uncop material, if you say so yourself. I didn't know they let binoclards become cops. Again, I need him to get me to his car, so I'll say glasses are cool. Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome. Tell me a secret about yourself. The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. No. We'll say ask again. Your brain sends a signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. Continue. It's like you're locked down. What's happening to me? Something the matter, detective? It's almost like he's using like a mental power. Continue. Failed. What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands. Give up. There's nothing you can do. Lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow and you seem to regain control of yourself. Wow. Let's go through the loop again. You don't look like other people around here. That's because I'm half Seolite or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. He shakes his head. It's not an interesting topic. Okay, then. I don't speak a word of Seolite, and I've never met either one of my grandparents. There's nothing ethnic I can tell you, or anyone else. So that's all for now. Man, I cannot figure out how to trigger...
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. What do you want to know? You say this is a mysterious case. Before answering, no, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? Lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, something supernatural. I can assure you, I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? Are you sure? I think something is already happening. No, something isn't happening, because it's not part of, he makes a precise hand gesture, reality. The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop. Continue. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him. Go through the preliminary. So that just unlocked. Inland Empire. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. Ugh. Fail. Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you. Great. I missed that alert that came up that said I failed. That's one of my problems with this is sometimes there's a lot going on the screen while you're reading. And so while your eyes are locked on the text box. Yeah. I can't get into that loop to report the badge missing. Someone reported the hanging to the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. You have an idea where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. Okay, let's, I think Sylvie is the woman that you saw on the landing. So I'm going to see if she's back in her apartment. It's 12:30. Oh, is this my place? Can't even go in there. So pretty much at this point in the game, I've kind of like been introduced to all the basic systems and a few key areas. I'm firmly at the point now where I'm trying to figure out how to get past. Do I have a shaker in my hand? He points to his empty hand. Is this a shaker? No, there's nothing there. Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously. Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why? Because you're not a bartender? That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. He calms his breath. I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else? What you want is a damn drink. How is that so hard to understand? You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. Even more reason for me not to serve you, sir. Was there anything else you needed other than alcohol? Garte, I saw another thing at the whirling. Another thing, great, I love those. Yeah, I already know about the signs, though. Garte, the cafeteria manager. And so, can't open that door, can't do that. I really want to get to Kutsuragi's car. There's a few things that I want to do. I want to get to Kutsuragi's car. I want to get this body taken down. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to snag him from it. So there's nothing in here that surfaces a loop where you can cut him down. The trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says whirling in rags. Open the padlock with the key. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. I don't know why that is. Open the lid. Open the trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. We're just in time. The lieutenant peers in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. Pick at the rags. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. Grab them. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. Apparently not the only body here. The victim's clothes, the lieutenant smells them. Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Drop them in here, officer. Bag the trousers. Kim quickly searches the jeans. Guitar, marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt too, a wide belt. The loops appear stretched, but the very belt he's hung with, probably. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Let's bag the shirt. This is a military-type overgarment, no label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. He nods to himself. Anything more? The rest of the rags are just kitchen-variety waste, a yellow old mug that catches your eye, but other than that, a thrown-out towel, a mug, that's all. Alright, we should go to Garte again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods toward the red-haired boy behind him. I'd advise against confronting that force. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and this establishment had the key. It's just a small, loose thread. Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them there. The heck he's on about? Kids? The one behind the fence yells, "You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something." Kitsuragi says, "See?" Okay. The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. We'll search the food waste. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands, apple and potato peels, mostly, unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this? What? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny, looks like the corner of something. Pick it up. Damaged ledger, something larger, a clipboard, a blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting. Like, how would I know it's a man's handwriting? Officer, is that your paperwork? I say, no, it can't be. Yes, it is. Look, he points to it. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. A miserable-looking slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? So now it's starting to paint the picture as if you were involved in the murder. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Well, he doesn't know what to say. Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. We won't say anything. Read your ledger and name the case. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case anyway. Where were we? The lieutenant peers into the trash container where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and find the Interact tab to read your paperwork. We're going to close the lid for now. The container sounds a muffled gong. That's one thing off the list. The lieutenant sounds relieved. I think we got it all. Open the lid again. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The mug. I'm getting that mug, too. You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. An antique? Only in its social sensibility. I'll take the mug. The man briefly glances at the mug, and then returns his sight to the trash. Go ahead and look under the boxes of carton. You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. Used to what, dumpster diving? No, searching for evidence in the trash. We'll dive further. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. I'm going to go ahead and close the lid. The container sounds a muffled gong. We'll go ahead and leave. Okay, we'll check my notes. Who put the clothes in the trash? Read your ledger and name the case. Don't know how to report my badge missing. Or get to his radio to find out who reported the crime. Or how to ask my station for additional funds. No luck finding the booze. Put the advanced race theory idea into a free internalizing slot in your head. If there are no free slots, free one up. Then pass some time, and when it's internalized, return to measure head. This is how thinking is done. So let me see if I can figure out how to do that. What is the race enigma? Put the advanced race theory into a free internalizing slot in your head. So I'm going to go to this interactive menu thing first. So what it says, interact, instant photo of tattoos. Use the interact button in inventory to inspect the book. Oh, right there. Damaged ledger. It's a ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from a plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. The sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Gross. Anything else? There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's so nasty. It's a metaphor for you. Inspect the toilet paper. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Take it off. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila. The ledger now looks marginally better. Inspect the clip. An aluminum block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. Run your fingers across the aluminum. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparking with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances. Hey, Lieutenant, what is this? You point to the sticker. What? He's lost in his own notes. It takes a moment for him to see it. That thing? It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. Interesting. What kind of information? It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by dates of issue. Your kill count. Yours will surely have your kill count. How can I read it? Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. Like, for example, all RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too. This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on. That's all, thank you. Okay, he returns his neatly kept notes. Well, a bunch of sodden paper sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight. We'll browse the white papers. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes from the watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming straight paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled-up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What is in here? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51 this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention, but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases. Undertaken, not completed, mind you. What do you mean, is that all? That's it? The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover, a molten scrap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more. Judging by the creases on your forehead and the lines on your cheeks, too much more, going back years, decades even. There is mention of a naming convention here. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins, yet still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural, another The Square Bullet Hole Murders, another yet The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more lighthearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? Wish there was one in there about a drug den. You love those. Gets the blood pumping. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done later once you're done inspecting them up close. Can my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention? You mean the alphanumeric, officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out what happened to him. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. I have to open an official case. Is there room? There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Commit to paper. The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do barely, but... Kim, do you have a pen? Lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large-caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He's not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them. Can I have one? Know that I give this to you. He pulls one from the loop with resentment. With this beauty, commit to paper. The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. Cross out the ones you've already finished. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you. And you. And a frack you to you too. That last one cuts a slash right through the paper. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. It feels like completion. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? No, actually. Any ideas? We're going to call this the Setting Sun. Okay, he nods. It's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting sun at all. It has nothing to do with that, so... Something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete, mundane, usual? Okay, I don't have another name. Oh, well then maybe I can suggest one. No. Okay then, he returns to his notes abruptly. The case doesn't need to have a name. Kim, I'm sorry. Let's name this case again, okay? Fine, he concedes. For inter-district cooperation, let's try one more time. What do you want to name it? Setting Sun. Alright, we won't do that. Fine, we'll name it Crap on a Stick. Ha, yes, he isn't actually laughing. I have to tell you, officer, I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use this as a reference. If it's idiot or finger, they're not going to get it. They're going to think an idiot and a finger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny? Let's call it the Hangman. Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hangman. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. New skill point. What's weird is that I don't think that was a maybe it was a task you got in the last minute. He flips the pages of his notebook. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good. We sorted this out. I'm done inspecting these. You don't exactly close them so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. 'Cause 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 'C see, can I read the case files now? Failure. It's possible, yes. Easy, no. You need to come up with a small archaeological system to reorder the remains of your past works. At the moment, all they do is fall apart in your hands. Some dates in the numeric titular system is all you have. Let's browse the yellow papers. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper, some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes like marching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. All right, hey, I got to take a quick break. I need to go ahead and order some food. I'm going to put you guys on the BRB scene, and I will be right back.
Long day in the sun. Said it's been a long, 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 long day in the sun. Finally evening comes, so me sit down round the back and read a book and will a joy. Soon you know me not fi take no shot from no boy, cause me don't have a plan for them. And it no mean me I go send no man for them. Cause if I book them I read and I treat we like clown. Who say we have to take it lying down? Knowledge is the power, we control the tower and rival Elizabeth crown. Yeah, things will be better. Up, me say step or elevator. Rise with the wind like a feather. Fly with the eagle, then we sing like a bird. Yeah, things will be better. Up, me say step or elevator. No matter what the time or the weather. Fly with the eagle, then we sing like a bird. Yeah. One thing you should know is that I never give in. No, I never give in. No. And I will always grow as long as I'm living. Yes, I'm living. Oh yeah. Now if a poverty in the way, we slap him with a book, you see gloom and dismay. We slap him with a book, all evil same way. We slap him with a book, determination on display. Things will be better. Up, me say step or elevator. Rise with the wind like a feather. Fly with the eagle, then we sing like a bird. You set me life better. Up, me say step or elevator. No matter what the time or the weather. Fly with the eagle, then we sing, yeah. Long day in the sun. Said it's been a long, 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 long day in the sun. Man, I go spot no gun for make them come hunt me down when the troops them reply. Disrespect, all I call man boy. I rather sing one song for them than make my family come sing no song kid. Because enough them sing and I pass along down. That's when you got to take it lying down. But knowledge is the power, we control the tower. So don't make them catch you spellbound, cause things will be better. Up, me say step or elevator. Rise with the wind like a feather. Fly with the eagle, then we sing like a bird. Things have to get better. Up, me say step or elevator. No matter what the time or the weather. Fly with the eagle, then we sing like a bird. Yes. One thing you should know is that I never give in. No. I never give in. No. And if a poverty in the way, we slap him with a book, you see gloom and dismay. We slap him with a book, all evil same way. We slap him with a book, determination on display. Yeah. Better, 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 yeah. Like a feather, yeah. Like a bird, yeah. Things could be better.
All right, hey, what's up, true believers? We have about 21 minutes left in this episode. My food is on the way. I know this is a really unusual type of game and not the typical thing that I play. It's really strange to try and figure out how to live stream this and how to do a let's play of it, but, you know, for whatever it's worth, we're archiving the experience, so, hopefully somebody will get something out of this. There were quite a number of people who dropped by on the live stream, so I guess it has some interest. I know last year, I know it got a lot of critical acclaim, but not a lot of people know about this game or knew about this game or have experienced it. So I'm hoping, people who kind of harken back to those text-based adventures and like this artistic style and the quirky humor in the literature, find a way or discover it and then come back around to enjoy it. Before we continue, I'll just go over next upcoming plans. So tonight, I'm recording this on Saturday afternoon, the 5th of September. Tonight we're going to be live streaming Forza Motorsport 7, played on PC. We're playing that with controller. I've had some problems. My wheel and pedals stopped working. My Thrustmaster Ferrari 458 Italia set that I bought probably about 5 years ago, so it's probably about time to look at replacing it. Not doing that right away, waiting for another racing game or some more racing game simulations to kind of come up in my play queue before I feel that expense is justified. And then as we go into... so we're doing Forza Motorsport 7 tonight, just playing that with the controller. Tomorrow night we're going to flip over to the next production arc, and I'm going to be playing Destiny 2 on PlayStation 4. I've got the PlayStation 4 Pro out on next to the secondary dedicated streaming PC, so that's what we're going to be playing next week. I haven't played on PS4 in a while, so kind of looking forward to that. I played on Xbox One and I played on PC, so I'm looking forward to getting back to my PlayStation characters and kind of running with those. Those are actually the characters, at least one of those characters is the carryover from me having run the original campaign in Destiny before. So, and then next week is New Video Game Day on the 11th of September. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be picking up and playing, but high in the window is Desperados 3 on PC, but I'm also really jonesing to play Microsoft Flight Simulator on the PC. I know it's on Game Pass, but I'm considering, if that is my actual New Video Game Day pick, I'm planning on actually purchasing that. I have a few different flight control systems, but my nicest one also broke recently, so I'm looking for a replacement. There are no Warthogs right now. Thrustmaster has the TCS Alpha, but it looks like it's not going to be in stock till December, I think because people have gone and bought that flight control system to play Microsoft Flight Simulator. I am looking at the Logitech G X56 Rhino, but I don't know if the Microsoft Flight Simulator pickup would be the thing to trigger that. I would probably need to get into a second or third Space Sim or Flight Sim and get that in my queue before that's warranted. So that's what's going to be coming up. Let's go ahead and continue on with Disco Elysium. In the back you see thin translucent copier paper, some neon yellow, some bright orange, all covered in boxes like marching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. What types of forms are there? 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each one is easy enough to make sense of. Let's look at the station call first. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute. Let's look at the field autopsy next. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs. In the misconduct fine, a monetary penalization ranges from 20 to 250 real. Several cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. Enough of these. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. Look at the clipboard. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with the edges are rounded. However, the U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters RCM. Shake the ledger. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? And something small inside, light, made of paper or cardboard or dried flowers, perhaps? Peek inside. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see its center. There's paint in there if you want some. That much you know. How would I open it? With your hands, U4 size pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. Open the hidden compartment in the clipboard. The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the sides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, slide the drawer open. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. What's inside? 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. Pick up the ticket stubs. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to a zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too. Pick up the card. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves stink. Bladnabbit. I had coffee. I didn't even bring it down. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of blue. We'll smell it first. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. Gross. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says Tutti Frutti. Open it. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped round letters in a woman's hand. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please. I'm going to continue reading it. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it. Let go. What was that? Frizzen covers your entire body. A feeling of cold. A persistent chill. Hold on to it, read the card. Your hands shake holding on to it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step on the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. Keep reading. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. What? No, hold on. To what? There's nothing. Detective, is everything all right? I guess I fall sideways. Okay, I was planning on going to get my coffee. We have apparently been interrupted. Wait, did I... What? What in the heck just happened?
There is nothing. I got you. Nothing said right. Well, oh, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of this here in the paleo-mammalian cortex because it's always there.
I don't... What?
Ah, the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so, but as they say, what do you do?
What? Wait, so... I don't understand. Did I die, or am I just blacked out? Smells like betrayal?
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
It's weird. It's looping you back, I guess.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
So I'm trying to zip through this because I can't tell if it's if I've died and it's gone back to the beginning of the game, or...
You think they would let you until you disintegrate into biomolecule? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupil.
Oh, but you are. They're pouring something on you. In you. It's...
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. Where am I? In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs out. So apparently the thing I opened in the notebook was about my ex-wife, and it caused me to faint. Drink water. The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes, the darkness parts. Drink. He tilts the canister. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration. Drink. With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it. What happened? I have no idea whatsoever. I came in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. Ledger of failure and hatred. That does sometimes happen. He hands you the remains of your ledger. Are you okay? You dropped this, are you okay? The remains of my ledger? I don't understand why it... I guess because I opened it. I'm gonna just nod. Good. The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in the hand of skill bonuses. Find it under the tools section in your inventory. So this is now my skill point expenditure. I only have 4 skills. Alright, let's go ahead and bump logic. Wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Level that up. Okay, we'll accept. Ledger of Failure and Hatred. This is the same ledger you found in the trash, only worse somehow. It makes you think about the letter, about the woman's handwriting, about not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. I'm gonna leave that alone, because I don't know what in the heck just happened. Dockworker shift card, commemorative pin. And I forget how... One of the things I'm searching for is how to interact, or how to introspect or put the thing in my head. Yeah, put the advanced race theory idea into a free internalizing slot in your head. Then pass some time, and when it's internalized, return to measure head. This is how thinking is done. Get in front of Kanima's headlights to read the halogen watermarks in your ledger. This may yield some information about who you are. First, go to the Kanima internal lights. So everything that I need to do at the car, I need to work on getting done while I'm here. Advanced race theory. It's in... I think it's internalized already, right? Wait, white morning. Problem. Hold on. I mean, haven't I solved this? Wait. I don't see a timer or anything running, and I don't understand why. Okay, hold on. So I've selected that slot. Yeah, I don't understand how to... So the advanced race theory, I just don't understand why it doesn't... It says that I've found the solution. Oh, because I haven't gone back to measurehead. Gotcha. So white morning, internalized. There we go. Okay. So I haven't figured out the solution yet. Okay, and it's at 0%. Got it. So, one thing I need to do is I need to save. Hold on. Yeah, that's the new save, right? Okay. Okay, let's see if we can do everything that I need to do now. Cooper's Kinema. Inside you see a set of steering levers, a radio, a microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. Kim, how do I turn on the headlights? He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his key, and says, "Alright, ready." I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater. Press engine start. The dashboard lights up with orange glow, rounds per minute gauges jump, and the engine of Cooper's Kinema comes to life with a whiny growl. Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time. Press the button labeled headlights. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle. There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now. First, I'm going to pick up the radio. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled prime line glows like a feline eye, and then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times. Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch. This is Officer Alice Dimitra? Precinct 57. How may I assist you? You could swear she was friendlier with the lieutenant. Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report. Just a second, officer. She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar. 10-2, 10-5, this is 41st. Come in. Over. Hi, this is me here. I work at your station. 10-4, what's your status? Over. My status, 10-18, 10-20, over. Can you repeat that? 10-18, 10-20, over. Please just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me. State your message, sir. Over. I need to report my badge missing. The lieutenant's eyes go wide. But you said... He shakes his head. Never mind. 10-9. Repeat message. Over. My badge. I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4. Message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over. 1022, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary, like being called to the headmaster's office in school. Is it him? A dry voice asks in the background. What does he want? He says he lost his badge and he needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? Hey, who is this? This is Communications Officer Jules Pideau, sir. Over. No, the other one. You mean your partner? And there we go. That's time. What is he saying? We're going to finish up this dialogue, and we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I do have some other things that I want to do. I want to get through all the tasks I have to get done at this vehicle, but I also want to see what's been updated in my notebook. What is he saying? He's asking who you are. I'm his partner. It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vikmar, sir. Over. Did he lose his memory along with his badge? The man in the background sounds like he's losing his patience. That would be accurate. Chester McLean, who lost his badge? Dick Mullen, who do you think? Well, now we know what my name is. It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Great. No, it's just a joke. Continue. Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Great. Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Come on, operator. Tell them to stop. This is serious. He's asking you to stop. He says this is serious. Of course it's serious. He lost his badge. Satellite Officer Vikram... I don't know... Vikramar, Mayor, concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over. Haha, officer lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically. Oh, is he kidding? The whole station's going to be screwed for this. Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if he might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Mullen screwed us. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it. Good. One task complete for this hour of gameplay. New task, strap down your badge. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you're in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Screw me. Matt, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge? What's going on, Mac Torson? Super Cop here lost his badge. Well, at least that's telling. That indicates that I'm like one of the top cops in the precinct, actually. And that's why it's so funny. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his badge. Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment? He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge. Why? Did he find it? In the room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter. Sergeant Torson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over. You don't have a comeback, sorry. It's hard to think like this. He's not replying. Looks like he is still looking for it. You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over. The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights, even for Captain Sober. Ask him, the speaker gasped for air. Ask him if he lost his gun, too. The room roars with laughter. What's interesting is I don't have a weapon, as far as I know, which means I probably have lost it. Sergeant Torson wants to know if you lost your gun, too. Over. Check your pockets. Check your... Holy cow. You don't know where it is, do you? Oh, God, it's not here. Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone. 10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. Oof. Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. I didn't lose my gun. He says he didn't lose his gun, or his fun, whatever that means. Ask him to describe it. His gun, not his fun. Just the gun will do. He laughs. So Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over. The heck do you need a gun for? Look at the pythons on your arms. You are a gun, the biggest one in the world. Let's go, yeah, trick question. I'm a martial artist. My entire body is one big gun. He says he is a living weapon, and we are trying to trick him. Host in heaven, did he lose his gun and his mind? Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't. The man succumbs to laughter again. This isn't really a laughing matter. Matt can face the giant of Coco Nura by himself, but Disco here made him pee his pants. Oh, wait. So my name. Oh, so that's the actual name of the cop is Disco Elysium? Oh, I can't. He lost his. Ask him if he's still. I'm not going to ask him that. Ask him! Sergeant Torson here is wondering if you were still in possession of your genitalia, over. Now is a good time to say curse words and so on. That'll make this all right. I left it at his mama's. Tell him that. That's a negative. I'm not going to say that, over. What's he saying? Share with the class. He said he sodomized your mother. The guy ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got. Sure, her vanilla waffles were the only thing he hates. Jeez. Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now. Sergeant Torson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother, over. The dialogue here is so lengthy. Hey, if you don't like the fallout, maybe don't mess with the firewalker. Mac, he says maybe you shouldn't have antagonized the firewalker in the first place. Who? The disbelief in Vic Meyer's voice is overwhelming. Satellite Officer Vic Firewalker. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir. Firewater? He lost it. Tell him to find his badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters. Satellite Officer. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good without my gun, thanks. Wow. I'm going to report that you were in pursuit of your service weapon, over. In pursuit of his, the man is fighting back tears. Officer, do you need further assistance? This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. Well, let's get the money that I need. I'm going to need a financial assistance. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but what does he want now? He's asking for money. Is he kidding? I don't think he is. Don't give him anything. He's just going to drink it all. All right, the operator turns back to you. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir, over. It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money. Please, I'm begging you here. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight. He says he's in trouble, doesn't have a place to sleep. Well, I guess you better crack the case before sundown, then. It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money. He says it's important to the case. He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that. Request denied, sir. Over. Great. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. Please come and get me. Listen, he seems to lower his voice a bit, carefully choosing his words. It's okay. You can do it, sir. Over. What's he saying? The operator chooses to ignore the voice in the background. Did you want anything else, sir? He asked you. Many of your colleagues are also here. Over. No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I had other things. Let us address them now, sir. Over. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question, over. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. I need information, not fear. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. 10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. The radio operator inquires again. Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 here, over. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? What is it? He's still on the line? He wants to verify the information on his badge. But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Rivasholian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time. What do you need, sir? Over. I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live. 10-4, your address. Hold up, Jules. He doesn't know where he lives? Did I hear that right? Seems like it, sir. Nah. Don't tell him anything, you understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it. Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Say my name. Sir, I would not have you talk to me in this manner. Over. Please just say my name, Jules. What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name. Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. Any news about my family? 10, excuse me, sir? Over. I just thought you might have heard of them, that's all. No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed that things weren't that good on that front. Over. Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? 10-4. Well, that's a... Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work? He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCM. For God's sake, cut this out. Tell him to stop wasting time and be a policeman for a change. Sir, Satellite Officer Vic Mark says, I heard him. So, was there anything else? Yeah, let's wrap this up. Understood, sir. Over. That's all for now. Roger that, 10-10. Over and out. The static ends with a loud click, then everything is silent in the cabin. So I wonder, can I... Yeah, no. Nope, I can't save it mid-dialogue. Roger that, 10-10. Over and out. Let's try the radio again. This is Precinct 57. The operator greets you through the static. How may I assist you? I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder. Of course, what is her number, officer? Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number? Yes, hold on. The lieutenant takes a look at his notes. Her number is 005-1944-298. Received. Hold on, officer. Not picking up. Lieutenant Kutsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed. Officer, she finally returns. I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello. A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you. About your last days at work. Oh, right. She recognizes your voice almost immediately. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it. You quit your job at the Whirling. Why? You mean, why did I leave the bar? You can hear her tense up on the other side. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me? The static wavers. Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. Get away from whom? You know whom. Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work? Maybe, I don't know. She seems to relax a little bit. I just know I have to take some time off right now. Was it you who called the police? No, not me. But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you? What? Of course it bothered me, but I thought the union already knew about the corpse. What does this union have to do with anything? No one calls the police. You could hear her adjust the receiver in her hand. The union would get angry. What do you mean by that? You know, she seems to be looking for words. What the union says goes. People listen to them, and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. Wait, Kim, lower your microphone. Is she speaking the truth? The union is the law around here? I think he already told us that. Legally, no. In reality, yes. He looks around. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union. I am the authority around here. Okay, she obviously doesn't want to challenge your authority. You feel much better now. Tell me why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin? I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Her voice breaks. The nerves on her, trying to hide behind weakness. You're a god, and angry but just God. No, we're not going to do that. It's a little late for tears, isn't it? Should have used them to summon the police earlier. Let's go a little softer. It's okay, things happen, not really your fault. Yes, I know, it's just she takes a deep breath before continuing. Was there anything else? Do you know who made the call? No, sorry, I don't. She clears her throat. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to make the cables put in, to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone or the one on the coast. It was someone else. The lieutenant makes a note. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while. Okay, next question. You know who put the victim's clothes in the trash? No, I don't. It wasn't me. She gulps. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse. She falls silent. Have you seen my badge? Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. Wait, how did you first learn? No, my badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere? Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry. Great. Real policemen have uniforms, too, by the way. Where's yours? Not my uniform, too. Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me. He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. Have you seen my gun? Please no, not this again. Everyone saw you're a cool gun detective. She sounds beyond exasperated. I showed you my gun? When did that happen? You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating in. She stopped sensitively, not sure if she should continue. Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know? And what? What did I do? You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you. And then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic. People tried to back away from you or even slip out the door, but you screamed, I am the law and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation. Yes, but what happened to my gun? No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns don't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask, she sighs. You know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling? Well, there's an uncomfortable pause. You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. She doesn't sound like she's actually that sorry. Anything else, detective? Hey, do you want to grab a cup of coffee with me sometime? Ooh. No, absolutely not. That came so fast, you can't but wonder what else would she be good at. Yes, what would she be good at? Baseball, ring a bell, quiz shows, catching keys in the air, petting an angry cat. I think I got everything I need, thanks. I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye. She's ready to hang up. Let's try empathy. Ugh. No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy, like Gart. Okay, but I'm a guy. Sure, it isn't about me. Trust me, you wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yacky yak nag nag. No, you're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster. Oh my god, not a spinster. Not a spinster. You have to intervene on behalf of the ethnic nation of love, equally of sun and lighting. First, calm her down, tell her you've got everything under control, and then go have a boys' talk with Gart himself. Okay. Refuse the love quests, although it's wonderful. We'll try that. I got everything under control. No, what? You and Gart right, a little trouble under... There's no good way out of this now. I didn't want to do any of this. Gross. Alright. Medium success. Big pop is happening. That was successful. Oh god, the static appears to breathe heavily. Please just stay out of my... I've got a hunch your love life is about to take a very pleasant turn. Give the lieutenant a knowing wink. What? The lieutenant raises his shoulders. What is it? You'll see, Lieutenant. You will see. Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer? It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on. Take it to Gart now. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I think I can get back to this later. And we can pick right back up here next time. Thanks a lot, everybody, for everyone who is watching the archive version of this on the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube. I know this is a chill text-based game, a little not the norm, so, but I intend to pick at Disco Elysium bit by bit as we go. I'm not planning on, like, kind of jamming through it, but we'll be back periodically with Let's Plays on this game. So until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, play the games that you like, and stream the games that you love. Once again, my name has been Agasically Statements from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube, aka Game Logic on Twitch. Until next time, good night, good luck, and good gaming. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.